Your friends are scrolling through short content, but you, my friend, you're here to learn. Welcome to the RAAAZ Clips. You saw our last episode?
Yes.
You spoke about that ritual. Tummo?
Tummo. Yes.
Sorry. You spoke about Tummo?
Yes.
Are there other rituals like that which are a little extreme for listeners, but it's actually pretty normalized for you?
Yeah, there are others, but are they as attractive or enticing as this practice that we talked about, Tummo, inner heat? Yeah, like for example, there's this practice that we do. We call it POA, the transference of your consciousness. Transference of your mind, of your consciousness. It is basically a practice, the details of which I cannot talk about on such a wide platform. It is a very specific practice. And the basic idea is that you are ejecting your consciousness. You're practicing the ejection of your consciousness through your body, through the crown of your head into the paradise of a Buddha, to merge with the Buddha. Yeah, and we do this because we are preparing ourselves for death. When we die, we do not want our spirits, our consciousness, our minds to keep wandering in the intermediate state, bardo.
As ghosts.
As ghosts, as just wanderers, very sad, without any aim, fearful. And what happens is that when you keep wandering, your past karma might catch up and you might end up in hell or some other dimensions where it'll be very difficult to come out of. So think of us like getting stuck in a portal, but without a door for an infinite amount of time. That's very sad. So before we get stuck into such a portal or it sucks us, we try to eject our consciousness while we are in the process of dying, while our consciousness is seeping deeper and deeper. While you realize that you're losing your consciousness and you eject your consciousness into Buddha realm. So that's the mystical aspect of it, into the heart of a Buddha.
Training for death.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that there is a physical manifestation. So when you practice this, usually for like a week or at least until you see the physical sign, which is you're just visualizing and you're chanting a special mantra and you are doing this very particular mental practice. And at the completion of the practice, there's a small hole at the top of your head, physical hole. And you can take like a straw, like a kusha grass, and you can stick it in. So Guru will check your head. Yeah. Guru will check your head to see, and you will have some pus, a little bit of pus, a little bit of blood. It's nothing painful. You'll feel a little headache, but kuch nahi hota hai. Like a little bit of pus will come out. If you feel like thoda sa itchy. And then you go to the Guru, you'll say like, yeah, I think maybe I have the signs. And Guru will see and he'll bless a kusha grass, which is very pure. And he'll stick it in your head and you have to walk around with this, with other practitioners. It looks a little bit weird, It looks like you're growing weed out of your head or something.
What does this practice do to you in the medium term?
Medium term?
Not short term, not long term. Say you do this every day for 6 months. What starts changing?
We don't have to do it for 6 months, thankfully. We do it for like a week maybe. Some people can see the manifestation even within a day. Some people in 3 days. It depends. You do feel headache. You feel headache and you might feel a little bit dizzy. Otherwise, you don't feel that any bad side effects of it. But then what happens in a longer term, at least until you die, if I may say so, you lose the fear of death because you have the ticket already booked. Yeah, you've seen the sign. So when you die, either you do it yourself, you eject your own consciousness, or a Guru will come and he will eject your consciousness. So you not only can eject your own consciousness, but you have the power to eject the consciousness of someone else who's about to die, who's in the process of dying. This is explained beautifully in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Yeah.
Okay. What else is there in that book?
A lot. a lot. It's wow. I don't know where to begin actually.
There's a Hindu scripture called Garud Puran, which
Okay.
is similar. It's
Ji.
the Book of Dead,
Ji.
where they describe what you have to go through in order to clean your karmas before the next birth.
Okay.
Is it something similar?
Yeah. There are lots of guides about the process of dying, what happens to your body, how the inner elements of your body, heat, the solidity, the liquid, and our breath, water, fire, earth, and wind. How they merge with the external elements and so on. How you start feeling heavy and drowsy. So it's a manual on dying. So if we want to know more about how dying feels or the process of dying, at least a normal death, I think there'll be a good book. There'll be a good book to crack open.
Does it say that the point of death is extremely physically painful and emotionally painful?
It can be, especially when you're attached to your belongings, to your loved ones, and if you feel like there's so much more to do, if you haven't let go mentally, spiritually, then it can be very painful.
There's a mantra in Hinduism called Mahamrityunjay mantra,
Ji.
which basically loosely translates to may I become like Shiva, and at the point of death, may my soul leave my body painlessly, and may I conquer death in that painlessness.
Okay.
And it means a little more as well. Like they've described how Shiva's fragrant.
That's a beautiful prayer, actually. Yeah. Sounds like a beautiful prayer.
New clips released at the same time that a podcast releases. This is TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe.